warrants to spy on people. You know, elements of the police state guys are already here. And they're all here to rounds of applause by the Democrats and their media buddies. It's a real shame what happened.
Dan, you say that this is one of the most consequential scandals in American politics in recent memory. You also are very good about bringing up Obama in this, who seems to have gotten off clean. But this all happened under his watch, or a lot of this.
You know, I used to say it was likely one of the more consequential. It is now the most consequential, no question, political scandal in American history. Let's be absolutely clear what happened. The Obama team, during a critical political election, found a way to circumvent U.S. law, jump over judicial restraint, and found a way to spy on the Donald Trump team. After Donald Trump's elected president, he's in that transition phase, they find a way to basically reverse engineer crimes against the Trump people to justify prosecutions into people like General Mike Flynn. I mean, folks, listen, Rachel, this is an important point here. These aren't political disagreements here. These are disagreements about who we are as a country. If nothing is done about what happened to the Trump team, we are already in the midst of a cold civil war. There's no doubt about it.
Dan, would you acknowledge, though, at least you've made a lot of important points, but that at least the way it's supposed to work with FISA, and obviously we're going to learn a lot more in the days ahead as to whether or not the Constitution was shredded, as you suggested at the top, but that the way it's supposed to work is that the dossier would have been maybe a key piece, as Republicans are claiming, but that there was other evidence that we're not seeing today, that FISA warrant is dozens and dozens of pages, and there's at least a possibility, to be fair, that there's more evidence there that was used to get the FISA warrant.
You know, Ed, listen, as a former federal agent, if I were to go into federal court, right? So let's just set up. You're saying, okay, the dossier may have been a piece of a larger evidence portfolio. Yeah. Let's say I walk into federal court and I'm a federal agent involved in a murder case, right? And I testify in court that I found the body. And me finding the body is a small piece of evidence in the case. There's a gun, there's other stuff. And all of a sudden, the guy who's supposed to be dead walks in the back of the court and says, hey, I'm here. Well, that's a pretty big piece of evidence that went out the door. The dossier was, according to the number 2 at the FBI, the central core focus of the FISA warrant. That's not Dan Bongino talking. Right. That is the number 2 agent at the FBI. I'm sorry. This was a shredding of the Constitution. Full stop.
Dan, I want to get your opinion on the following. It kind of got lost in the shuffle with, obviously, MemoGate yesterday. A judge blocked the release of Comey's memos documenting conversations with President Trump. Why does this matter?
It matters because this entire special counsel investigation was started by Jim Comey's leaking of classified information in those very same memos he wrote. It's clear now that Jim Comey had some personal animus towards Donald Trump, and his sole target seemed to be to start a special counsel and then subsequent impeachment hearings later on. Jim Comey was a political actor at the end. He was not a law enforcement actor.
Thank you, Dan. You always do a good job of breaking this down and helping us focus on what really matters in these important moments. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I'm shocked that Dan was fired up. I don't know about you.